Subtitles, here we go, everyone. Are you ready to embark on a wonderful story? You thought that was it? Not a chance. After Suji paid out, things got even crazier. He boldly crashed Suji's book club and asked everyone, "You and your wife are so lovey-dovey. Are you cheating on her?" I mean, nothing beats a little sneakiness, right? Especially when my wife is cooking, and I'm just there, munching away like a ninja. But seriously, are you ever tempted by other women? They've known each other for just over a month. Suji saved $50,000 on rent and gave extra thousands, realizing she's no ordinary woman. Qiqi saw Suji avoiding her, so she pulled out a video and demanded a cool million. One wrong move with that video, and he was facing a $500 million bill. Talk about a steal at just $1 million. It's like a buy one get 10 deal. If I mysteriously vanish one day, you can bet that video will get leaked. Killing? Easy peasy. It's the cleanup that's a total nightmare. No way I'm going Breaking Bad with acid in Hong Kong if they'll catch you in a heartbeat. If exposed, a carefully crafted perfect husband image will crumble and his writing career ends. The next day, Suji was ready to make it rain, but that night, the security guard suddenly heard a loud thud and found out Qiqi had taken a dive off the building. Next stop, Suji. At first, he denied knowing Qiqi, but the cops had the receipts. Eventually, he had to confess to the affair, insisting Qiqi just slipped. Evidence showed Qiqi's nails bore balcony railing and paint traces. This proved she had a little tussle before her fall, but detectives soon noticed something fishy. Suji's micro-expression screamed liar, plus the cops found out he used to write mysteries. As a techie, his mind is usually razor sharp. How could he leave such obvious gaps? Besides, he wasn't in the community at the crime time. His wife Tang Qiqi moved out afterward, drawing police attention. The cops soon raided his place, found Tang Qiqi's notes, and realized she had been piecing together the puzzle of his affair all along. Her notes even mentioned visits to a shrink, and the cops confirmed she had a history of emotional issues. Even better, the police found Tang Qiqi's pajamas in the trash, and the fibers matched Qiqi's nails, which implied Tang Qiqi and Qiqi had a little hands-on time together, while Suji had a solid alibi. Meanwhile, her journal documented her husband's cheating, and with her emotional history, they suspected Tang Qiqi might have sent Qiqi flying. Suji was just taking. The captain called in Tang Qiqi, who looked utterly confused, denying she wrote the journal or knew how her fibers ended up under Qiqi's nails. But the handwriting matched her, and what's even weirder, her first instinct after all this? Blame the husband. She seems like a woman who, finding her husband's cheating, wants both him and the mistress dead. Who's the real culprit? The cops had no solid proof. Those fibers just showed Qiqi and Tang Qiqi had crossed paths. However, they couldn't prove murder after a 48-hour hold. The cops had to let them go. Still, they dispatched surveillance 24/7. Then, surprise, surprise. The next day, Tang Qiqi drugged Suji and hauled him to an abandoned factory. Suji woke up tied up like a turkey, and there stood Tang Qiqi, looking like she just stepped out of a horror movie. The truth was about to spill. Subtitles. It turns out that Qiqi was hired by Tang Qiqi for $200,000 to seduce Suji. She never loved Suji at all. She just wanted to ruin his reputation and then divorce him to claim his family fortune. However, Qiqi was too ruthless and uncontrollable. But Suji was already in the loop thanks to a little home surveillance. He couldn't grasp why his wife was acting like a vengeful villain. Tang Qiqi screamed, "You write yourself as the perfect husband in your books and make us look so loving. It's all so hypocritical." Knowing she couldn't outsmart Suji, she dosed him, tied him up, and was all set to get him to sign over his assets before she eliminated him, not dying faster. Tang Qiqi smashed Suji's leg. He quickly begged, "We have a child. If you kill me, you'll go to jail." "What about our kid?" "Qiqi was an accident. He'll confess, serve a few years, and we can settle down now." But Tang Qiqi had decided no second chances. Suji broke free but was knocked unconscious. Upon waking, he found himself chained to a cutting machine. Subtitles Tang Qiqi, with unwavering resolve, decisively turned on the ignition switch. Fortunately, the police arrived in time, subdued Tang Qiqi, and saved Suji. In the end, the court found Tang Qiqi guilty of murder and sent her to a psychiatric hospital. Meanwhile, Suji, in the hospital, was taking serious selfies. That's when the real truth hit him. It was actually her who had done it. She had written mystery novels, so she knew how hard it was to escape the blame. So, she staged the whole wife kills, husband takes the fall scenario.